Hi, welcome to another Stratco how-to. Today we're looking at the Stratco Boltless 5-shelf wire shelving unit. We're going to get into it in a minute, but it's important to notice that it's a heavy box, so be careful when you get it out of your vehicle and you take it inside your house. We've laid all the components out. We've checked it off against our component list and our instructions to make sure we're familiar with how this thing's going to go together. It's also important too that at this stage we think about safety. So we've got to grab our gloves and we've got to grab our safety glasses. So let's get into it. Okay, this is a boltless, has these rivets which slot into these keyholes. So we start off with our side frames and our side support beam, and we simply slot it in there and make sure that it goes into the keyhole correctly. The best way to do it is to hit it very gently with a mallet, just to get it home, and then we'll just keep going with that whole process until we have the unit assembled. At this point, once you've assembled two of the side frames, if you can find a helper, it always is easier to get it together. Now that you've found your helper, the next step is to put the front support rails in place and stand up the other side. It's important that you ensure that you get them all at the same level, because these beams are what are going to be supporting your shelves. These support beams only go in the one way. They support the wire shelving. If I hold it like this, you can tell that's that flat surface there, which will hold that shelf in place quite nicely. So when you're putting them in, get them in the right way. Now that you've had your helper, get the side frames up, you're good to go on your own for the rest of the job. You can install the feet, which simply slide onto the base of the supports, like so. Easy fit, protects the floor, stops it from moving. This bracket allows you to increase the height of the support poles by sliding it on, firmly in place, and now the next one will fit on top of that. What we didn't mention earlier on is that these side frames have the keyhole. It's vital that you get the keyhole pointing up the right way. You don't want to have to come back and do the job once you've started. A handy tip when putting this unit together is try to put the top one on as soon as possible. It holds the whole frame nice and steady whilst you work out the different heights that you might want your shelves at. So this is how it fits without putting too much pressure on it. You need to make sure that the rivet goes all the way to the bottom of the keyhole, just like that. Now that you've got the framework up nice and solid, it's the ideal time to work out your spacing of where you want your shelves. Today we're going to be making it so that it suits these shelving units. So we're going to put it here and we're going to mark it with a pencil. Right about here is where we need our shelf to be. Final thing to do before putting all your shelves in is to go around and just tap all of them down again nice and firm. As part of the shelving unit are these mid supports. It's important you put these in. It's the final step in ensuring the integrity of the unit. They don't need to screw down or bolt down. The weight of the shelving will hold it in place. We now have the unit completed except for the wire shelves, so we're about to put those in now. They simply just drop in, just like that. Nice and easy. It's always better to start from the bottom and work your way to the top. And there's the last one going in. Nice and firm, sitting on the mid supports. When the unit's complete, the last task is to put this cap on the top. A safety feature of these units is the ability to join them to other units. There's a hole here which will bolt to the next unit, or at the back you can screw through to your wall to stop the unit from moving if it has any sort of stability issues. Comes with these fixings, which allows you to do that. Okay, finished unit. Hopefully I've measured it right to get these boxes on the shelf. Let's give it a go. Oh, perfect. My wife would be proud. Features and benefits of this unit is that it's ideal for humid environments with the powder coated finish and the wire shelving. You won't get any twisting or warping. It's a heavy duty unit that can hold up to 220 kilos distributed, So ideal for any sort of household or garage storage. It's a handy size, 1.8, not too tall, and a standard width as well. So ideal unit, easy to put together as you saw. Yeah, recommend it to anybody.